Let me ask you something. We all know the Great Pyramid of Giza. You've seen it in textbooks. You've seen it in movies. But here's the weird part. The more researchers study it, the more they realize there are things about it we still can't fully explain. Not mysteries in a Hollywood way. Real, uncomfortable gaps in the story. And that's what this video is about. Most historians agree on the basics. The Great Pyramid was built around 2600 BCE, during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu, by ancient Egyptians. That's the standard explanation. And it's not pulled out of thin air. There are worker villages. There are records from later periods. There are quarry marks linked to Khufu. So no, history isn't lying to us. But that doesn't mean every detail is settled. Here's something most people don't hear about. Inside the Great Pyramid, there's no inscription that actually says, Khufu built this. No royal texts. No carved name. No mummy ever found. The main link to Khufu comes from a quarry mark found in the 1800s. That's real evidence. But it's indirect. Think of it like finding someone's name written on a construction site today. It shows involvement. It doesn't automatically explain everything. That's why historians still debate this part. Now let's talk about the building itself. The Great Pyramid is aligned to true north with crazy accuracy. Its base is almost perfectly level. And the stones fit so tightly, you can barely slide a blade between them. Some of the granite blocks weigh over 80 tons and were moved from hundreds of miles away. Mainstream archaeology says this was done with ramps, sleds, and a lot of manpower. And that might be true. But here's where the debate starts. It's not about whether it was possible. It's about how much knowledge ancient builders really had. That's the part we're still trying to understand. The Sphinx makes things even more interesting. Some geologists have pointed out deep erosion patterns around it that look more like water damage than wind and sand. And here's the issue. Egypt hasn't had heavy rainfall like that for thousands of years. So either the erosion has been misread, or parts of the Sphinx are older than we think. There's no final answer yet. And that's okay. Ancient Egyptians didn't separate religion, architecture, and astronomy. Some researchers suggest the layout of the pyramids matches the stars of Orion's belt. Orion was connected to Osiris, the god of the afterlife. Is the match perfect? No. But symbolic design doesn't need perfection. It needs meaning. That's why this idea is still debated, not dismissed. You've probably heard the idea that a lost advanced civilization existed before recorded history. Right now, there's no solid proof for that. No cities. No tools. No writing. But history does show something important. Knowledge can disappear. Skills can be forgotten. Progress doesn't always move forward. Sometimes it resets. This isn't just about pyramids. It's about how we treat history. Good history doesn't give easy answers. It asks better questions. The pyramids remind us that even when we think we know the past, there's always more to learn. The Great Pyramid doesn't need myths to be impressive. What makes it powerful is that after all this time, it still makes us curious. And that's exactly how history should work. If you enjoy history that respects uncertainty, you're in the right place.